And it's all about our commitment as a people to fairness and equity for all, irrespective of tribes, irrespective of religion, and irrespective of gender. It is why we're here to remind you that this is one important value that as a nation we must embrace tenaciously. We are not here to introduce a new thing. This is what has been already enshrined in our national constitution. It is written in our constitution that social justice should be one of our national core values. And for your benefit, I want to let you know the consequences of this negligence. Because we have failed to embrace social justice, what are we as a people has been suffering from today? As a result of lack of attention or embracing social justice, so many consequences abound. We want to first let you know the impact of social injustice. The opposite of justice is injustice. And I believe that most of us may not, if you don't even know what social injustice is all about, if you don't know what social justice is all about, at least you will know what injustice is all about. Every day, we have been experiencing injustice as a people, as individuals, in different parts or aspects of our life. So, one of the impact of social injustice in a society, in a nation, is that citizens will constantly live without the assurances of justice. Citizens are living every day without the assurances of justice. And the second impact of social injustice on our society is that it keeps on widening the gap between the rich and the poor. If we neglect social justice, what you will see is that the rich will keep on becoming richer and the poor will become poorer. And the gap will keep widening. And that is what we see in our nation today. Number 3, the impact of social injustice is that it conditions the majority of citizens in extreme poverty in expense of the few wealthy ones, where you will see that the majority of the citizens will remain poor, while few individuals, few privileged individuals will get richer and richer in expense of the majority. This is an injustice that we have been experiencing even in our nation today. Another impact of social injustice on the society is what we call constant agitation and social unrest. Constant agitation and social unrest. All the agitations you are seeing in different parts of our country today are as a result of our negligence, as a result of our inability to practice social justice. You will see agitation here and there. You will see social unrest here and there. When you see people protesting, it is because there is no justice. When you see people agitating, it's because of lack of justice. When you see people agitating and protesting, it's because of lack of justice. That is why we're here today. That is why we're here today, to remind every Nigerian that it is time to awake from our slumber. It is time to take social justice very serious if we want to live a peaceful people. The last impact we want to bring to you today is that social injustice bring about increased criminality in society. All the crimes such as kidnapping, banditry, corruption, robbery, and the rest of them that we are experiencing today in Nigeria stem from lack of social justice. So, social injustice bring about increased criminality in our society. Now, can we quickly look at the benefits of embracing social justice? If as a people, as a nation, we decided to embrace social justice, which is one of our national core values, what do we stand to gain? What do we stand to benefit as a nation if we uphold the value of social justice? What do we stand to gain? What do we stand to benefit? Number one, there will be assurances for justice in our society. There will be assurances for justice in our society. We want to let you know that in every society, every member of the society always want to be sure, want to be certain that whatever belongs to her or whatever belongs to him will definitely get to him or her without hindrance from any quarter. That assurance guarantees peace. For instance, if I know that what belongs to me, what is due to me in this nation will definitely get to me without anyone hijacking it, without anybody corner it, or pocket it, or divert it, I will have peace, and I will have a rest of mind, and I will have assurance that definitely I need not to fight before I get it. I need not to kill before I get it, because it will definitely get to me. It will definitely come to me. That assurance is what we call assurance for justice. But do you know that this assurance is seriously lacking in this nation? Everybody is trying to outsmart one another because they are not sure that if they fold their hands, what is due to them can get to them. This is the reason why many people are killing. Many people are doing everything possible to kill, to maim, to siphon, to do all manner of evil, because they are not sure that what is due to them will definitely get to them. They can use any means impossible to obtain because they have no assurance of justice. And many people are taking the law even into their hands because they don't have assurance that their safety, their property, their life is guaranteed by the state. That is why many people are taking the law even into their hands because of lack of assurance for justice. We want you to know that if we embrace social justice, there will be assurance for justice and there will be peace. Because this social justice is a prerequisite for peace in any society. Where there is justice, there will be lasting peace. Where there is justice, there will be lasting peace. And where there is peace, there is prosperity. Where there is peace, there is prosperity. Another thing that we will benefit as a nation and as a people, if we embrace social justice, is that there will be less criminality in our society. There will be less criminality. The level of crime that you see in our society will reduce. Why? Because embracing social justice helps curb crimes in the society. As the citizens are aware that if they take what belongs to others, or if they harm anybody, they are not going to escape the wrath of the law. They know that if they go against the law will definitely catch up with them. If everybody see this come to pass in our society, everybody will be mindful of their action, knowing that one thing you do, you will always reap. However, as we see in our society today, the level of crime is multiplying. Why? Because people can commit crime and go free. People can kill and go free. People can steal billions of naira that belong to the masses and they go free. The law does not catch up with any of them. That is why, instead of curtailing people from committing crime, many people become encouraged to commit more crime because they know that if they commit crime, they will go free. They know that the law can do them nothing. This is because we fail to embrace social justice as a nation and as a people. We want also to know that for us to truly achieve this justice in our nation, for us to achieve justice in our nation, our justice system must be adequately empowered to deliver prompt justice. Our justice system must be empowered to deliver prompt justice to all, irrespective of status or gender. More importantly, the judiciary itself should undergo proper purging from anything that can hinder it from deliver justice. We want to let our justice system or the judiciary itself that judiciary must be seen to be the last hope of a common man and not a marketplace for a higher bidder. How can we achieve justice in our nation? Let our judiciary, our judicial system must be empowered to deliver prompt justice. Secondly, our judiciary itself must purge itself from anything that can hinder it from deliver prompt justice. And we also want that from now henceforth, let our judiciary be seen as the last hope of a common man and not the marketplace for the highest bidder. Let the judiciary be seen as the last hope of the common man and not a marketplace or a marketplace for the highest bidder. This is the only way we can achieve justice, even in our nation today. Today is World Social Justice Day. Today is World Social Justice Day. It is an international day that is being set aside to promote social justice in all the nations of the world. And we want to let you know that before the United Nations in 2007 set aside 20th February of every year to commemorate World Day of Social Justice, Nigeria as a nation, before then, long before then, has enshrined in our constitution that social justice shall be one of our national core values. If you go to the 1999 Constitution as amended, you will find social justice there as one of Nigeria's core values. Unfortunately, as a nation, just as we neglected every aspect of our national life, we also neglected these important core values. We also neglected these important core values. The hardship that you are seeing today, the challenges that you see the nation is undergoing today, all as a result, they are the consequences of this grave negligence. All the hardship that you are seeing today is because of our lack of social justice, our inability to embrace, to uphold, and to practice social justice as a people. Anytime you allow injustice to prevail in the society, this is what you will get. Anytime you allow injustice to prevail in your nation, this is what you will get. This is what you will get. What we are going through today is the consequences of negligence, is the consequences of our inability to embrace social justice. Today is World Social Justice Day. It's the day that everyone in the world, every Nigerian, is being reminded that it is time to embrace justice. It is time to practice justice. It is time to embrace justice. It is time to practice justice. If we embrace social justice as a people, there will be access to basic necessity for all. There will be access to basic necessity for all. There will be access to basic necessity for all. As it is today, access to basic necessities such as food, shelter, water, electricity, and good road is still a challenge. It's still a challenge to the majority of the Nigerians. The basic necessity of life today in Nigeria, such as food, water, electricity, good road, they are still a challenge to the majority of Nigerians. Many majority of Nigerians could not have access to basic necessity of life. Not many people are eating 3 times a day now. Not many people are eating 3 times a day now. In a day, no. Many Nigerians could not afford basic necessity of life. All this is because of social injustice. The way Nigeria is being blessed. As a nation, we are blessed with all manners of resources, natural resources. We are blessed with land. We are blessed with human beings, intelligent human beings, hard-working human people. Therefore, Nigeria has no reason with poverty. Our nation has no reason with poverty. But unfortunately, because of the lack of social justice in our society, poverty becomes the order of the day. Majority of Nigeria could not access basic necessity of life due to artificial social barriers such as corruption, greed, and waste. Do you know that why you are not benefiting, why the common man, why the common woman cannot have access to basic necessity of life in Nigeria is because of corruption and because of greed and waste. That which is due to one person will sit upon what is due to many, and he will corner it. How possible it is that one man can sit upon billions of naira that belong to the masses? He put it all in his own account for his own family and his children. Let the rest die in poverty. He doesn't care. That is greed. That is greed. That is greed. And it is lack of justice. It is lack of justice. So, we're here to remind us, it is time to stand up for social justice. It is time to stand up for justice. It is time to say no to social injustice. It is time to say no to injustice. It is time to say no to injustice. It is time to say no to injustice. Today is World Social Justice Day. How can we ensure as a people that what is due to the common man gets to them? How can we ensure as a people that what belongs to every one of us gets to us without anybody hijacking it? It is time to arise and say no by embracing social justice. By embracing social justice and ensure that those artificial barriers such as corruption is being overcome in Nigeria. It is time to arise and ensure that those social barriers such as greed and waste, even in government, is being overcome, so that whatever is due to you as a common man should get to you without anybody hindering it. It is time for justice. It is time to arrive for justice. Today is World Social Justice Day, and we are from Loyal, Magnificent Compatriot Club of Nigeria. We have been doing this since 2020. Each year, 20th February of every year is World Social Justice Day. And we have been joining the world to commemorate this day. We have been joining the world to remind our fellow Nigerians of the importance of embracing social justice, of the importance of upholding social justice. That is why we're here today. It is a wake-up call to every Nigerian. It is a wake-up call to every Nigerian. It is a wake-up call to every Nigerian to arise and embrace social justice, to say no to injustice, to say no to injustice, to say no to injustice. We want to remind you that the hardship in our nation today, it is because we have failed to embrace social justice, even as a people, which has been one of our national core values. Anytime a country, anytime a society neglects social justice, fails to practice social justice, fails to embrace social justice, What that nation will get is scarcity, artificial scarcity, artificial scarcity. What that nation will get is suffering in the midst of abundance. What that nation will get is corruption. What that nation will get is kidnapping. What that nation will get is banditry. What that nation will get is agitation and social unrest. This is what we're experiencing today, even in our country, because we fail to embrace our important national core values, which is social justice. Today is World Social Justice Day. Today is World Social Justice Day. It is an international day that is being set aside to promote social justice, to let the world know the importance of justice, to let the world know the importance of embracing justice. Oh, that is why we are here. And we are from the loyal, magnificent Competitor Club of Nigeria. We have been calling our nation to order in this line since 2020. We will not stop. Good. So, it is time to embrace justice. It is time to embrace justice. We will not keep shouting it. We will not keep crying it out until every one of us as a nation realize that for us to put it as our national core values, it is because we know that it's important. Then it is time to return back to it. It is time to embrace it. It is time to embrace social justice.
Nation I can call my own. Nation I can call my own.
All right, good morning, fellow Nigerians. It is a lovely and a pleasant day. Today is the 20th of February 2024, and it is an international day of social justice, a day that has been set aside to celebrate and promote national justice. So it is called a social justice day, the International or World Social Justice Day. And what we are here to do from an organization, an NGO called Loyal Magnificent Competitor Club of Nigeria, is a non-governmental, non-profit organization that is shadowed with the responsibility of promoting national value system, promoting right value here in Nigeria. And of course, what we are doing today is commemorate, joining the whole world to commemorate the World Social Justice Day. And it is a day that has been set aside in the whole world, in the global world, to celebrate and promote social justice in the cities of the world. And in Nigeria, we as an organization will take it upon ourselves to do same, joining the whole world to commemorate this day. Now, what is social justice? That is one thing we have brought here for every one of us to have a clear understanding of what social justice is. So, what is social justice? Since today is the World Social Justice Day, what is the importance of this day? What is the importance of social justice? We need to know. Of course, if you look at in our constitution, in section 2, subsection 23 of our constitution, it is enshrined as one of our national value system, one of our national core values. Social justice is one of our national core value as a nation, which means as a people in Nigeria, social justice is one of the core value that we should embrace, is one of the core value that we should exhibit, is one of the core value that we must practice as a person or as a people. So if you are a Nigerian, then it is bound on you to not only exhibit, but to even inculcate these values, even in your children. It is bound on you as a people, if you are a Nigerian, not only to exhibit social justice, but to inculcate this value even into our children, so that even our unborn generation will come to meet that this is an important trait even in Nigeria. So what is social justice? Now, I will start with the word social. Social, of course, is taken from the word society. Society, the society, the society. And justice, justice simply means equity, equity for all. So what social justice simply means is equity for the society, equal right for the society, equal right for the people, equal right for all. That is what social justice is. So it is enshrined in our constitution that every Nigerian should be treated equally. Every Nigerian should have access to all the social amenities. All Nigerians, despite your tribe, regardless of your size, regardless of your color, regardless of your language, we should have equal rights. That is what social justice is all about. So we are here today to promote this core value, social justice. And of course we know, as far as Nigeria is concerned today, we lack social justice. Justice is lacking in our nation Nigeria. And we are saying no, we should join the whole world. We should join the global village. We should join the rest of the world to promote justice even in our land. Justice is lacking in our land, in our nation. Justice is lacking. There is no element of social justice in our nation. So why then is this core value enshrined in our constitution? Why is it that social justice is one of the core value enshrined in our constitution as a nation to practice, to embrace, and to uphold? No, why is it that this value is lacking even in our life? In our national life, social justice is lacking and is absolutely absent. And this is one of the concerns we have as an organization. If you ask me, I will tell you, I will be made bold to tell you that most of the challenges that we are faced with in Nigeria today, most of the problems we have in Nigeria today is simply as a result of lack of social justice in our land. In fact, the insecurity we suffer in Nigeria today is as a result of lack of social justice, because no Nigerian has the confidence that what is due to him can get to him without any interference. No Nigerian has the confidence that what belongs to him, what rightfully belongs to him, will not be denied of him. No Nigerian is confident today that what is due to him from the government quarters, from individuals, we definitely get to him without interference. So, and because of this lack of courage, because of this lack of confidence, people are ready to do and undo to get what they feel is due to them. People can do anything, can do and undo to get what they feel belongs to them, because they know that they will have to take it by force. And that is one of the impacts of social injustice in our land. And that is what we are saying, that if social justice is one of our national core value as a nation, then we should practice social justice. Our government should practice social justice. our people should embrace and imbibe social justice. We should see ourselves as one. We should see ourselves as equal. Every tribe are equal. No tribe is above the other. Every color, every language in Nigeria, we are equal. We are equal, we have equal rights. There is no reason why anybody should be denied of a job because of his tribe. There is no reason why anybody, any Nigerian, should be deprived of admission because of his tribe, because of his language, or because of his color. There is no reason why any man should be denied of access to national amenities because of tribe, because of color, or because of their size. Because in the presence of the law, we all are equal, and that is what social justice is all about. So Nigeria, anywhere you are listening to us right now, anywhere you are hearing us right now, we should know that it is bound on you as a people. It is bound on you as a government, parastatal government agency, and individuals in government offices, in public offices, in private sectors. We should know that it is bound on us to uphold national core values, and most especially the social justice. Because we know social justice is a prerequisite for national development. It is said that no nation can be more developed than the virtue of her values. It is said that no nation in the world can be more developed than the virtue of his values. So it is not how rich Nigeria is that matters when it comes to development. It is not how populated Nigeria is that matters when it comes to national development. It is not in how wise, how smart we think we are that matters when it comes to national development. What matters when it comes to national development is the values we uphold. The values we uphold. The values we uphold, because the growth and the development of any nation is solely dependent on the value he upholds. So what value do we uphold? What value do we uphold? We should know that injustice begat unrest. We should know that injustice begat unrest. Injustice begat undevelopment, underdevelopment, and every negative things we can think of. Please permit me to tell you that if Nigeria can imbibe, uphold, and exhibit social justice, many of the challenges we are faced with today will come to an end. So if we know this, what are we waiting for? And when we talk about social justice, it doesn't end with the government. It doesn't end with the government officials. It doesn't end with individuals. It doesn't end with family. It has to do with everyone that is called Nigeria. When we talk about social justice, you can be in your house and exhibit or uphold social injustice. When you are not just, when you don't consider others, when you don't put others first, at all the time you put yourself first, you are upholding social injustice. When you think of what to do and you don't give it fit to think about how the next person will feel about what you are doing, how does it affect this next person? How does it affect my neighbor? If you don't put all that into consideration, you have been practicing and upholding social injustice. So we are not talking about government alone. Even in our homes, in our family, amongst our children, we should uphold social justice. Our society must be sane. Our society must be sane, and the only way that can happen is if we uphold social justice. Justice for all. Nigeria today, justice is lacking. Do you know the reason why some people will embezzle huge amount of money and they will go scot-free because we lack social justice. Can you imagine when money that is meant for development in streets of Nigeria, money that is meant to develop our land, some individuals will come and embezzle it? Have you asked yourself, why is it that they will do this and they will go scot-free? And another set of government will come and they will still repeat the same. And we keep repeating that same cycle for years. Nigeria is supposed to be close to 70 years today, but Nigeria is not strong enough to walk on her feet. Nigeria is still crawling like a baby of 70 years that is still crawling. What we lack is social justice. If only we can embrace social justice today, then our nation will be better for it. Social justice has to do with issue of fairness. Social justice has to do with issue of fairness. So we must be fair. We must be fair in our dealings. We must be fair in our spoken words. We must be fair in our action. We must put others and every other person in our neighborhood into consideration when we make decisions. We must be fair at all times in all things. We must be fair in our dealings, in our words, in our action, even in our inactions. We must be fair. Whatever we are supposed to do at the right time, we must be able to do it. That is fairness. So social justice has to do with the issue of fairness and equity within our society. Fairness and equity within Nigeria. Fairness and equity within our homes, within our immediate community, our locality, our local government, our wards, our state, our zone, our nation at large. Fairness and equity as we go out. Fairness and equity as we come in. That is social justice. And we're talking about a time of wealth. Fairness and equity in time of wealth distribution. Fairness and equity in terms of opportunities, job opportunities flying everywhere. Fairness and equity in terms of opportunities, contract opportunities. When government officers divert contracts to their families and friends, even though they are not qualified, that is not fairness. That is injustice. When government officials divert contracts and jobs, allocations to their family and friends, even when they are not qualified. That is social injustice. That is unfair. So we must be fair in terms of wealth distribution, in terms of opportunities. We must be fair. Fairness and equity in our community. What are the benefits of social justice? We have said in one word that the disadvantage of we not upholding social justice is all the wrongdoing, all the wrong things we see around us. The insecurity, the bad governance, the corruption. When there is injustice, that is all we've got to get. When there is injustice, corruption is what we get. Because injustice begat corruption. Injustice begat unrest. Injustice gave birth to insecurity. Injustice gave birth to corruption that we cry every day and night. Children of 1 year, children of 6 months. If you ask them what is the problem of Nigeria, they will tell you it's corruption. So everybody now knows the language of corruption. Corruption. What gave birth to corruption is injustice. Government bodies, you should know that what gives birth to corruption is injustice. If we can embrace social justice, corruption will disappear in Nigeria. So to its barest minimum, if we can embrace social justice, there will be peace in our land. There will be no agitations. Yoruba want to go. Igbo want to go. Everybody want to go. A time we come, even Hausa to want to go. Simply because we lack social justice. There is no confidence that as a soul, as a people, as a state, what is rightly due to us will get to us without interference. Somebody from one big man, from one big office will come and interfere with our benefits. The dividend of democracy is not safe because of lack of social justice. If you look around, election will come, election will go. Every 4 years in Nigeria, election comes and goes. But one thing that the election has always left with us is unrest, insecurity, and destructions. Election is supposed to be a way of putting our heads together to plan the way forward as regarding wealth